Well, Andy Reuter battled hard, even though he was probably beaten in that quarter. I thought his aerial contest, though, at boundary throw-ins, has been quite good, and he's done some very nice work across half-back. Special mention to a guy that was set from the ground. I thought that Craig McGough was a real goer for them, and it's good to see him back out there. A little loose on a couple of his tackles, but, you know, we all make mistakes. Good to see him back out there. Well, Nathan Murray started off well with some hard hip and shoulder work. Alfie Delamonica done well in defence. Johnny Stefanowski at full back. And, of course, Shane Wembridge, the ruck rover, he's found his niche. Has been a half-back wingman, and Mickey Thompson, the coach, has given him the opportunity now that he's got a couple of extra senior years under his belt, the youngster, on the ball, and has done well for the Eagles. And I'm sure they'll bounce back in the second quarter and bring the margin back from 41 points, which they're presently looking at.
Well, is it a good sign? The sun is out at Richmond Crescent. We're bathing in sunshine. The boys are being looked after here with some refreshments from the Eastern Service Football Club. And we're just about to start the second quarter. 7-6 to 1-1. The Werribee Central side with a handy lead. And it bounced down. Going to favour Andy Reuter. Big thump away. Only as far as Hawks, though, who's going to get back there first. Runs into trouble, then handball backwards, but it's okay. Bernardo, he gets wrapped up. McGough back on the ground. It was a throw and a free kick to Eastern Service. McGough to take it quickly. Well, it wasn't. It's going to be O'Leary's now.
Yeah, good. Actually, that's good umpiring. A bit tough on the Eastern Suburbs because McGough found Robbie Reuter, but technically correct because O'Leary was the tackler.
So O'Leary gets it now and goes wide. The lead from Lang standing in front. Lee. Oh, good play there by Lee. But it only goes as far as Loughton. Getting back there, Buck, who hasn't had a lot to do, hasn't seen a lot of the footy. And he takes a good saving mark. Goes wide. That Barry Delaney. Good kick. Good switch of play. They're on grandstand side now. Delaney just hesitates a little bit. Smith couldn't take the mark. Intervong roves it. Gives it to Robbie Reuter. His handball to McGough. He goes one step with a big right foot kick. I think it might be out of bounds on the full. It is. And it's going to be a free kick. Gareth Buck to take it in the last line of defence for the Centurions.
You've got to be careful you don't blaze away when you have this wind, Ronnie and Jason.
Yes, just as McGough did there off one step. Try and measure the passes a little bit better into the forward line. Gareth Buck to take the resultant free kick in the right back pocket. And Stewart will obviously be the main target. And he goes in that direction now. Loughton, Lee and Reuter there also. They all fall away. Intervong roves beautifully at the front of the pack. Finish it off, kid. He has. Good kick.
Oh, lovely goal.
Good poise at the front of the pack. And Kiao Intervong has kicked his first. And Eastern Suburbs second. They're 2-1-13, the Eagles. And they trail Werribee Central's 7-6-48. And the two goal kickers, Singleton and Intervong, a combined age of less than Ronnie Brain anyway. Because one's 18 and the other one's 16. And Ronnie's still older than him.
Comfortably, Jase.
Comfortably.
But, yeah, no, that was a great start. And just what Mickey Thompson, the coach of the Suburbs, would have wanted from his players. A big effort in the second quarter. They have got the use of that slight breeze, which is blowing, but not quite as strong as it was. And they now bridge the gap. They're 2-1-13. Werribee Central's 7-6-48. GDFL Bingo Centre bring us this second quarter, and we've been going 1 minute. Bannockburn Sporting Trophy's time clock of that second term.
Back to the centre, Stewart and Reuter again. Good bounce down, Stewart easy. He can get that ball down towards Delaney, wrapped up by Radford. Free kick for a high tackle, and, well, it's gone to Radford. I thought it might have been Evans, in fact, but it goes from Radford to Reuter. The kick down long towards Singleton, roved off the back of the pack, Cunningham, handball to Bernardo, quick. He keeps it in front of him, then a kick off the ground's okay. It's going to be all right as well. Craig Darlow makes up some ground and takes the mark on centre wing in front of the commentary box. He's looking for a lead. He had Buck. He goes in that direction now. Murray next to him as well. Murray goes up. It's over the back of the pack. And Reuter shepherding for Buckingham. Gets his kick away to McGough. Oh, slippery ball. Can't take it with him, but Intervong's there again. Short little kick to Evans. Did he mark it? Yes, he did. Shane Evans takes the mark on centre wing.
I think Dennis Cunningham's a loose man in defence back there, Jason.
Right, so they're playing a loose man in defence of Centurions. Loughton, lead from behind. Goes towards Intervong again, breaks the tackle. Oh, beautiful play. Handball to O'Leary. He's going to put him under pressure, though. Did he get a high tackle or drop the ball? Well, one or the other. Yeah, it should have been holding the ball. It's play on the call. And it's bottled up now at half forward. He should have paid one or the other, high tackle or holding the ball. And umpire Nellis didn't pay any. And it's a ball up at half forward for the Eagles.
Stewart now does battle up against the youngster there. It's Brett Loughton, who contested well. A quick kick there out of defence. I think it was Heath Buck.
Buck.
Having a run on the ball as well. And, gee, I'd rather see him just sit at half forward myself, Grub, but obviously very good around the ground as well. But it's my first time I've seen him for the Centrals.
Kick by Reuter, goes long. Singleton, Reuter, that's Robbie, his brother. Cunningham's got it though now. He drops the footy, keeps running though, and works hard. In there also was the big man Stewart. Nobody can get a clean, effective tap. It comes out now. Loughton pushed off the footy by Lee. Murray, can he keep it in? Yes, he can. O'Leary onto the left boot. Kick high in towards his brother at full forward, Sean. Punch away and rush through by the Werribee Central's defence for one behind.
Great work, Heath Buck. Not Heath, Gareth.
Gareth.
Brother, of course, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and I'd say he'd be one of the most consistent players we've had here all year, Ron.
So it goes unnoticed, doesn't it, all that hard work he does in defence?
Yeah.
Buck, kick in, wide. Morley now roves the pack with Galauka. Galauka gets his kick away to a vacant wing position. Luddick leads Buckingham in the race of the footy. They can't keep it in. And it's out of bounds on centre wing on the outer side here at Richmond Crescent. It's 2-2-14. The Suburbs, the Centurions 7-6-48 in the GDFL match of the day.
Ball out of sight of the ground, centre wing, Stewart, Reuter. The boundary throw in, not a good one. Reuter gets a quick kick off the carpet, finds it to Vonga at half forward. Quick hands to Radford, who's been quiet. His pass a beauty. A little bit too high, though, for Robbie Reuter. Couldn't jump and tried to take it overhead, which was poor footy with the wet, slippery ball. And obviously now the Centurions can clear the ball out now to centre wing. Member side of the ground, Bernarda got one from O'Leary. A little bit late, said the umpire.
That's advantage, umpire.
What quick hands, Luke Luddick.
I don't think you can actually pay advantage on a free kick down the field. That's probably why they didn't. But it was a perfect handball from Luddick to Spicer. Luddick has got the free kick. Outside 50, goes long towards Matheson, punch away Stefanowski, and a second punch away finds the safety of the boundary line about 30 metres around from the Centurions' goal. Their first effective foray into the forward line in this second term, which has been going 5.5 minutes now. Boundary throw in front Matheson, Reuter from behind. On hands and knees was Evans and also Edgar, and it's bottled up for a ball up.
Good pressure again from Shane Evans, the young halfback flanker who's worked hard, especially in that first quarter. Ball now at half forward. Suburbs defending. Quick kick there from Reuter. Sean Stewart, the big fella. Lost it though, a bit slippery for him, and he's not happy either. But the ball is very slippery.
Might have got a push in the back there, which went unnoticed.
Well, it's kicked out bounce, and we'll have to throw in sort of in between half forward, centre wing, Centurions into attack. That's, of course, Werribee Centrals. Stewart in front. Good work there to Bernardo, but again, players unable to trap it. And good pressure there, Mick O'Leary. We'll see an action replay of the boundary throw, and this time it's on true centre wing.
Reuter gets in the front position. Stewart gets his left hand to it, and a second tap as well. Burton, good handball, sets up Barry Delaney. Could have handballed to Buck, but he elected to kick towards Matheson. It's out wide, the big man on a chase with Stefanowski. Sheehan's there also, bottled up by Matheson. It comes out now off the ground by Hawks, out of bounds on the full. And Elf Delamonica to take the free kick for the Eagles on half-back.
Eastern Suburbs 2-2-14 trailing. Werribee Centrals 7-6-48. Margin 34 points, but, well, Eastern Suburbs kicked the first goal of the second quarter and have had a fair bit of a football in this early stages of the term. That's brought to us by GDFL Bingo Centre.
Delamonica with the free kick goes towards the wing looking for Lang. Punched away by Height is a good one. And it's a boundary throw-in on the other side wing here at Richmond Crescent. Been playing 8 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. Boundary throw-in is a poor one. Didn't really go straight in by umpire Valenti. And it's back out of bounds, so he'll have a second chance to try and improve that one. It's on centre wing on the outer side. The weather has cleared here, and it's a fine day. Big thump away by Reuter, getting back there Bernardo. Little push in the back by O'Leary, just enough to push him off the ball, and the ball over the boundary line for another go. this time just on the attacking side of wing for the Eagles.
Werribee at the present time, being first of the footy, just showing a little bit more desire than the Eagles at the minute, which would concern Coach Mickey Thompson. Opportunity here for Delaney. That was good work to Morley. The two left footers combined well. Oh, Carl Smith and Radford nearly clashed. Loose ball sees Dardo held off the footy. Quick kick there from, I think it was Wembridge, but there's been an infringement on the youngster, and it looks like Sean O'Leary is now wearing a 22 Guernsey. Long sleeve over the top. Obviously finding it a bit cool today. Jason normally wears number 42.
Well, he's missed.
Deary me.
I bet your umpire Gilson says this is a goal.
Well, good on you, Harry. When in doubt, that's it.
And Gareth Buck can't believe it.
Well, yeah.
He just missed that by 2 metres, Grubby, hasn't he?
No comment.
Well, that's just it all. Well, that's a goal to Sean O'Leary, and I'll tell you what, if it's a close game in the last term...
Well, guest video cameras have got it on tape.
Eastern Serves go to 3-2-20. Werribee Central 7-6-48 on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. 10.5 minutes gone on the Bannockburn Point Trophy's time clock. Sean O'Leary's first goal, and he'll be able to buy umpire Harold Gilson a can of green Coke after the game.
Yeah, he didn't really steady either, did he? And he's only 25, 30 metres out, and he's kicked the absolute cover off it. No need.
Doesn't matter. It's a goal. Stewart in the middle. Radford got tackled, and without the footy, umpire Pretlav says. So he'll take the free kick in the centre of Richmond Crescent, which is an absolute picture this afternoon. Gives it off to McGough, who runs around him. Gets the kick away towards centre-half forward. Getting back there, Loughton now. And bounces over the head of Lang. Height, big thump away. Goes towards Singleton, though. And the young boy goes with his right boot. Oh, that is a goal. And a fantastic goal. And they're pretty happy, too, the teammates. A good kick by Daniel Singleton around the corner. And his second goal. And 2 in a minute for the Eagles.
That was a wonderful goal, wasn't it? He lined him up too. He just didn't kick it out of his, you know what, he really lined it up and knew where he was going, and beautiful kick for goal.
Knows where the goals are. His second has moved Eastern Suburbs to 4-2-26, and they trail Werribee Central 7-6-48 on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
Gentlemen, that would be just about a record, wouldn't it? First senior game, first 2 kicks, 2 goals.
You don't see it too often.
I can't remember seeing it myself, Ron, in all my years of football.
That's a few of those too, isn't it?
Yeah, about 3.
Back to the centre. Stewart and Reuter again. Going to favour Stewart. He takes it out of the ruck on this occasion. Oh, gets around McGough easy as you like. Handball. Out wide to Hawks is okay. Now Hawks goes to the right boot towards Matheson. He can't get there to take the mark, but recovery is fantastic. Gets a little handball out. Luddick was going to handball, then got it around the corner. Is it going?
Oh, done a googly.
Shane Warden would have been proud of that one.
What an effort.
And that would have been a fantastic goal from the boundary line on his left boot.
How did he bend that in that far?
You'll have to ask him after
the game. He's like turned himself inside out, hasn't he?
He has. Werribee Centrals go to 7-7-49. They lead Eastern Suburbs 4-2-26. GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
Stefanovski, your dangerous footy goes short, and Stewart swoops on the leather to Edgar. Was great footy back to...
rubbish.
Well,
he's played it through.
All on Country FM. The president of the Werribee Central side disagrees with umpire Pretlav. And, well, these things happen in football. Very emotional game, Grub. And the umpire said the left hand moved too far.
I think the umpire's done a pretty good job here, but I just think that may have been a mistake. But we all make them, Ron. Even you and I make them, and Jason doesn't.
Oh, yeah, righto. Good on you. McGough goes wide, and it's okay. Loughton takes a good mark. Gives it a Reuter. Handball to Wembridge. And he goes into the centre, into Vong. And also Barry Delaney. He takes the mark in a pack and goes with his left boot out wide. Oh, falling over at the crucial stage there was Heath Buck. But it comes back, it's okay, and they run on from half forward. Poor kick into the forward line. Stefanovski can't trap it at the first occasion. Should have been a throw. Bloody kick out, and it's out of bounds about 15 metres around from the Central's goal.
That was Edgar and Spice, I think you'll find combined there, wasn't it? Just trying to pick him up. He's over there now with hands on him.
Yes.
No, Dwayne Bird.
Dwayne Bird, yep, it was.
Very similar. Actually, I hope he doesn't find that too insulting to Brad Spicer, but they are in movement. Ball now in the right forward pocket Werribee Central's into attack, but some good work there in defence by Craig McGough. Kicks it long, out there to the outer side of the ground. Pack of players for him. The little tap on was good. Likewise, Magic did well there, James Lee, but he's kicked, just travelled a short distance. Ricochets now where we see the ball forward against Spicer. Quick hands over the top was good footy. Looks there to the run of his teammate, who comes in, uses the body well.
That may be Scotty Johnson on the ground, right?
It is as well. And he's been penalised. I can't believe it. But anyway, good work there from the suburbs. Find Nathan Murray at centre-half back. And a lovely kick to centre-half forward finds Peter Lang. Waste no time. Looks to the lead there of O'Leary. Comes out hard and strong. But Cunningham committed for the footy. Himself. And he took a great mark. And O'Leary has landed awkwardly on his back as Cunningham has just chipped in short to full back and has found Carl Smith last line of fence.
He goes wide of the Buck, who plays on quickly, gets it around the boundary line, over there looking for Lee, and can Magic pick it up? He tries to keep it in front of him, he can't do so. Irving Shepherds for Loughton, his handball only as far as Morley though, who at half-back, bit of time to set something up. Evans, just a little nudge which was okay against Burton. He can't pick it up, though, and good tap on by Luddick towards Heath Buck. Handball to Burton, who followed it on. Handball wide to Lee. They're teaming well, the Centurions. He's at 50 now. That awkward-looking kicking style, he goes along towards Matheson and Stefanowski, who've had a great tussle. Matheson recovers. Can he handball? He does to Luddick. Can he pick it up? Evans is right next to him. And Buckingham also. They bottle it up. And does the umpire let it go? Yes, he does. Buckingham just a little toe poke. Finds the safety of the boundary line. And it's out of bounds about 20 metres around from the Centurions' goal. They lead 7-7-49. Eastern Suburbs 4-2-26. GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
I think Stefanowski's just beaten David Matheson at this stage.
Yeah, they've had a great tussle. Stefanowski done very well for the Eagles in the last line defence. It's bottled up now at half forward for the Centurions. We see Robbie Reuter coming off and Timms coming on, David Timms. Robbie hasn't seen much of the footy. Carl Smith played pretty well on him in the first quarter.
15 minutes gone off this first term. Put was by Bannockbird's footy trophies. Reuter at half-back. The bounce down, a good one, and Reuter got it to McGough. Quick kick there to O'Leary. But again, Stewart does well, the big man. Gets the hand pass out the direction of Robbie Edgar. Goes back inboard. The hand pass up duty to Spicer. Bradley Spicer's kick up to the teeth of goal. Knocked away, though. Some strong work there by young Sheehan. Tries to get the ball out of bounds. He does succeed in the end. And use of the body at a premium here at Richmond Crescent this afternoon.
I can't see Knuckles Darlow on there. Scotty Johnson may well have replaced him, Ron.
You picked it too there, Grub. I think the coach must be just listening to our broadcast on 89 points.
Oh, Delaney, great kick out of the back of the pack from the ruck contest.
Oh, if you don't mind. Great goal. What a leader.
Barry Delaney's first goal, and the first for the Centurions since the quarter-time break. They go to 8-7-55. They lead Eastern Suburbs 4-2-26. GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
That was a much-needed goal in the context of this game, I think, Jason and Ron. Like, they haven't scored a goal this quarter. Eastern Suburbs did score one against the Win, so they really needed that one.
So Barry Delaney, who has been one of the Centurions' best players this afternoon already, roved off the back of the pack and kicked his first. Back to the centre, Stewart and Reuter. Stewart, good tap down to Barry Delaney, the last goal kicker. He goes with his left boot wide towards Edgar. It's like they've got some sort of playbook happening here. They just know where each other are going. Fantastic teamwork. Edgar couldn't pick it up on that occasion. Troy Sheehan sees it over, and they're just teaming very well at the moment, Ron.
I think that's the reason why they're sitting on top of the tree in GFL footy, keeping in mind they've only lost that one game, which is the very first game against Eastern Suburbs by a solitary point. So they've had a pretty good start to season 97 as Werribee Centrals, and in they go. Imported half forward, but again some good work there for the Suburbs. Quick kick out there by, I think it was young Danny Irving for the Eastern Suburbs side. Was good footy, couldn't quite get to Mick O'Leary at centre wing, and it's out of bounds. In that position, member side of the ground, middle stages of the second quarter. Boundary throw-in. In front there was Reuter.
How do they pick them?
Well, I can't believe he's been infringed on Stewart. I thought they both were doing a fair amount. And Stewart gets the free kick for the Centurions. drives them up to half forward. Now, slipping at the crucial time was Robbie Edgar, but he got his composure back nicely. Hand passes to Heath Buck, who sends a long bomb right across the face of goal. Oh, I think it's gone out of bounds. Yes, it has. Players tried to bluff the umpire. That's not like David Matheson at all, is it, really?
Oh, not normally, no.
But nearly got away with it, but the boundary umpire, Dominic Valenti, did his job well.
Matheson in front, Reuter from behind. Hawks rose the pack beautifully. Luddick up there, and it's pushed through for one behind to the Werribee Central side. Grubby, I can't get over the work Sean Stewart does on the ground. He's fantastic on the ground for a big boy.
Well, he is, and believe it or not, that may have cost us the first game, actually.
Really?
Because he worked that hard that in the last quarter, being the first game of the year, he was stonkered, and Reuter took over the ruck completely and probably won the game for him. So we'll see what happens here today.
Stefanovski kicks in looking for Lang with a long lead. Takes the mark at centre half back. It's 8-8 playing 4-2. The Central's in control. Irving goes wide looking for Radford and also Singleton. Radford shepherded beautifully for Singleton to run onto it. Kick off the ground to Timms. He can't keep it in, and it's out of bounds at half forward for the Eagles. As I said, 8-8-56 Werribee. Eastern Suburbs 4-2 26 GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
Now, Glenn Height, who is the previous guest video award winner, behind on that occasion. Peter Lang in front did well, but again, gee, the Centurions swoop on the leather. Scotty Johnson, tough in the clinches, got the footy out. Great work. Heath Buck in front, takes the mark. Members side centre wing here at Richmond Crescent.
You love Scotty Johnson, Ronnie.
I do. Goes short, Heath Buck. Good vision to Morley, who is very elusive at half-back. He's long drop punt. A beauty. Johnny Stefanovski said, umpire Pretlove, what's happened? He's blown his whistle again. It's against Stefanovski. It's going to Matheson. I'm not sure what for. Baby Stefanovski looked at him.
Well, I think he might have looked at him the wrong way.
Well, he's motioned to push, but, geez, it was
Tiggy stuff. David doesn't mind. Oh, don't tell me he's let me down, David, from 35. Is it screwed? Oh, H. Gilson, he said, no, it's 1 point.
Wrong goal, umpire, I
think. So Werribee go to 8-9-57. Eastern Suburbs 4-2 26 GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. Kick in was short and found Reuter. He then finds Danny Irving on the cricket pitch area over there on the outer side at Richmond Crescent. He goes long towards the wing. Height can't take the mark. Got a hands to it. Then beautiful work. Handball. Inboard. Scotty Johnson into Morley. Handball over the top to Dwayne Burton. He goes from 50. Matheson against Reuter on this occasion. Matheson can't quite take the mark. Just a punch away just at the end by Reuter, who was covering for Stefanovski. And it's out of bounds 10 metres around from the Central's goal.
I felt their young Burton had plenty of time to steady. Probably should have kicked the goal, but kicked under pressure, and needless to say, mucked it up.
Exactly right, Ron. You've got great perception of the game.
Thank you very much.
Unbelievable. Matheson, don't build him up that much, please. Burton turns around on his right boot. He's going to kick the goal now. Luddick getting back, gets a hand to it, and it's out of bounds on the opposite side of the goals at the Geelong end of Richmond Crescent. It's okay for you, Grub. You work with him one day a year. I work with him every day.
But it's not so much criticism of Burton. I'm criticising his teammates around him.
Just for the talk. Yeah, there may be a lack of talk there. I must have a word to the coach at half-time.
Murray from that ruck contest now. Worried out of it by Burton. Irving, handball to Reuter. Picks it up on the half volley. Turns around the corner. Edgar attacks the footy. And should get a free kick
for that one.
Yeah, for a high tackle against Michael O'Leary. And Robbie Edgar at half forward. We've been playing 25.5 minutes.
22.5, Jace. Your clock's
it has. I think I'm just checking to see if it's stopped or not, actually.
Well, some nice footy here from the Werribee Central side again. They've maintained possession at half forward. A lovely pass to the leading Luke Luddick, who normally is a lovely left foot kick. Standing start, probably a little bit shaky, but this time he won't let me down. It's a low trajectory job. Good pass to Heath Buck.
I think if we got our action replay, he may have slipped when he kicked that, you know.
He did, actually. He looked like he kicked it pretty low to the ground.
What are you saying? He's not wearing moulded soles?
Well, a couple of them are, I know.
You're joking.
Well, I tell you what, a couple of the seconds players came off and said the ground was hard, and yes, we're moulded. So I reckon there's a few out there with moulded soles. Right?
Unbelievable.
Well, Buck is right on the boundary line. He's only a couple of metres out. He's going to turn around, is he? Yes. Oh, well, umpire Pretler says, what are you doing?
the call to play on it.
Right on your mark. Now he's got to play on, but there's a couple of players there. He plays on, turns around on his right boot, kicks the goal.
That.
Good kick. Skill by Heath Buck. He's fourth. And he's kicked some bags of goals this year too. And Grubby, the 9 that he kicked, was he at centre-half forward at full forward?
No, he was on the half-forward flank.
On the half-forward flank.
Yeah.
9 goals from half-forward's a fair effort, Ron. Reminds you of your glory days.
Brings back memories, yes, about June this time of the year, about 1978.
You are unbelievable.
Who did you play for, Ron?
Newtown and Chilwell, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have to ask him? We'll get the whole career now. 9-9-63. The boys on the scoreboard here at Richmond Crescent can't add up. It's 9-9-63, boys, if you're listening. 4-2-26 Eastern Suburbs on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard.
Don't be too hard on them. They're very quick over there on the scoreboard. They're doing a great job, but just can't add up. Back to the here we go. Centre square, bounce down. Stewart again. Tap it to centre-half forward. Scotty Johnson, good work under pressure. Got it there in the direction of Heath Buck. Tapped it forward unselfishly. It was good play to the runner, but some good defensive footy there from the Suburbs. Have held the ball up now at half-back, and umpire Simon Ellis will bounce down.
You know what sort of play it reminds me of? It reminds me, I know it's a big rap, the Hawthorn of the 80s. There's that sort of play, that tap-on play. Yeah. They're doing it very well.
Luddick, they all run and follow it as well.
Luddick is a very big exponent of that tap-on. He's doing very well with that. Goes towards Reuter. Should have been a push, was it?
Moving the ball at all costs.
Moving the ball. Well, they are again. And Edgar's got it. He kicks it high. Matheson coming out and in front takes a mark. Good mark too. Strong mark. And the first mark he's taken against Stefanowski. They've had a great tussle this afternoon.
It was a mongrel punt too, and Stefanowski was just caught one step behind him. The ball's dropped short, made Johnny look probably worse than what it really was. And Dave Matheson, think he's lucky stars, I'd suggest. Drop, punt, kick it. Gee, look, it's not a bad
lovely
kick. Just easy as you like. Another great goal for the Werribee Central side. And gee whiz, they're starting to get really on top here, Jason.
They are. They're on the 10-9-69. They lead Eastern Suburbs 4-2-26 on the GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. So after those first couple of goals by the Eagles in this second term, the Centurions have wrested away the ascendancy again at the 26-minute mark of the second term on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock.
I think it comes back to the confidence within the teammates, and I think Werribee at the moment, if they can't grab it, they'll tap it out to a teammate.
Yeah, that's what they've been taught to do, I suppose, yeah, and they have got confidence that they'll be running on, yes.
Back to the centre, Stewart. Reuter gets a second tap to it. Bernardo running back towards his goal. He gets a left foot kick wide. And is it going to sit in? Wembridge and also Carl Smith coming at it, but it's out of bounds. On centre wing, on the grandstand side. 10-9 playing 4-2, close to half-time here in the GDFL Match of the Day. It's live and exclusive on 89.1 Country FM this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the call. Intervong over the back of the ruck contest gives it to O'Leary. His left foot kick towards centre-half forward at the back of the pack, Singleton. Oh, kick off the ground by Cunningham. Lang from behind, gets it to Wembridge, good pass to Timms. Was going to kick long, then goes short to Timms. Off one step, kicks the goal.
That's a lovely goal. Oh, he might have touched that. No, he didn't.
Harry's got it down there. He loves kicking goals, Harry. Great. 2 fingers up. Good on you, H. Doing a great job for the men in white here this afternoon. Just get it close. That's the theory.
Well, a quick reply by the Eagles. Their fifth goal, 5-2-32 Eastern Suburbs. Werribee Central's 10-9-69 GDFL Bingo Centre second quarter scoreboard. And Wembridge, a good little kick over the top to Timms.
That's why he's a ruck rover. He's got good vision. He's got good composure under pressure. And he can see ahead of him comfortably.
Well, he got it there to David Timms, who is a recruit from Newcombe this season for the Eagles, and kicks his first, and the Suburbs fifth.
I think he did what you said that Dwayne Burton didn't do, Ronnie. He did steady, he had time, and he took a lot of purpose in his kick.
Intervong through the middle, handball to Wembridge again, wrapped up by Bernardo. The ball is... Well, he's on the wrong side of the pack there to give the free kick, umpire Brett Love, so he's given it for a hold on Wembridge by Bernardo in the middle of the ground. So now, Wembridge measures the pass towards Lang again. Lee up there. Height gets a hand to it. Can't take the mark. Lee pushes out in front. Good play. Cunningham's there. He's going to be shepherded. It's close to the boundary line, and it is out now for throwing it half forward by the Eagles.
Probably should have grabbed that, Dennis Cunningham, I think. Had plenty of time.
28.5 minutes gone of the second quarter on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. GFL Bingo set a second quarter scoreboard showing that the Werribee Central side enjoying a 36-point lead. They're defending at the moment. It's centre half back. Magic Lee. Hand pass there was okay to Carl Smith. Got it back to the Magic Lee. Goes out wide. Good mark under pressure was from young Andy Hawkes, where that famous number 8 Guernsey, which was truly had worn for many years.
I was going to say, who's the famous 8 from Werribee Central?
It's a nice-looking kick too, but he's well weighted it. Scotty Johnson was a bit underneath the ball, chipping in over the back though. Great mark there, Nathan Murray. Plays on, looks to Singleton. Well grabbed, but it was tackled by Bernardo. Loose ball. Oh, Bernardo a bit stiff.
Little bit unlucky, but that's the way it goes.
On all fours, and was penalised for holding the leather. Great commitment, though, from young Dan Singleton. He's got the footy down the middle of the ground. Looks there wide to Murray. Couldn't quite control the leather overhead. Chipping in, though, was Luke Luddick. Good vision to Robbie Edgar. And Edgar now takes the footy on the chest at centre wing member's side.
Goes inboard to Scotty Johnson. Takes the chest mark. Nearly knocks it. Well, he does. He knocks himself over with the footy. Reuter standing the mark. Scotty plays on quickly now. Goes around, goes long to Matheson, one out, getting back there O'Leary as well. Matheson up, good mark, strength. In front of Stefanovski, great mark, David Matheson. And one more goal just before siren time, just to keep the Werribee Central side with this big lead.
Yeah, Johnny's got to really work harder in this quarter, or up that end of the ground, the Cardinia Park end, because the ball is dropping. He gave him another metre, and he can't afford to do it because Matheson is right on the mark. Kicks his third goal here this afternoon in a very impressive display at full forward, David Matheson.
It is a good display, but I think they're getting the ball to him well, and on one-on-one contests, Stefanovski is still doing pretty well on him. Well, he's just got to make sure he doesn't let David Matheson get on top of him now when the confidence is up. Werribee Centrals go to 11-9-75. They lead Eastern Suburbs 5-2. And you can't add up either, Ronnie. That's okay. 5-2-32. You've got 5-2-33, but that's all right. That's okay. That's fine.
Don't worry.
And Centrals, 11 goals, 7 from Matheson and Heath Buck between them. So good from the two key forwards for the Centurions this afternoon. Bottled up in the middle by a pack of players. And we'll have a secondary bounce by umpire Pretlove.
Gee, I tell you, the timekeeper's out here at Richmond Crescent.
Cat's gone to sleep, Ronnie Drew.
Very slow clock out here, I tell you. We've been going, gentlemen, 31 minutes of this second quarter. As we see now that James Lee comes through hard. The loose ball, though, spills to where Radford. Hand passes a bit up on the airish, but he got it to Reuter. He's kicked there to centre-half forward. Timms overruns the ball, but not Justin Morley. The vice-captain goes out wide. Looks there to, that looks like Luddick. No, it's not Dennis Cunningham. He'll hit me up.
Oh, in the back.
Oh, there could have been a push. Yes, it is. And nice ball there from a prospective umpire, I'd suggest, in president of the Werribee Central's club in Grubby-cations, as Scotty Johnson gets the free kick, members side centre wing.
Goes short to Morley. Luddick, we're also in support. Justin Morley up from the half-back flank on centre wing. Scotty Johnson just in a little bit of pain with a leg injury there after that short kick. Oh, good Mark Loughton in the pack over Heath Buck. And at half-back to relieve the pressure for the Eagles. He got Lang short. He was going to go there. And he won't have any time to go anywhere because it is siren time for half-time. And at half-time, Werribee Centrals 11-9-75. Lead Eastern Suburbs 5-2-32 by 43 points. So they've increased their margin by a couple of points since quarter time. In that quarter, the Centurions kicked 4 goals, 3. And Eastern Suburbs kicked 4 goals, 1. And at half-time, the goal kickers for Werribee, 4 to Heath Buck, 3 to David Matheson, and singles to Dwayne Burton, Brad Spicer, Barry Delaney and Dennis Cunningham. While for Eastern Suburbs, 2 to Daniel Singleton and singles to David Timms, Sean O'Leary and Kiao Intavong. So a good quarter from sides there. Centurions able to keep their lead intact. And quickly, boys, some better players at half-time. Grab the Centurions.
Well, I'm going to go against protocol here. And I'm going to say that all over, it's a pretty good team. I know it sounds bad and some been watching him, but I think the whole team over the ground deserves a mention. Can't mention them all, so I'm going to say it's a very good team effort by every single.
All right, I can't agree with on that occasion, but do